Hey, what's going on, great people? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, do not let it be your last. Won't you come back and see me one more time, two more times, three more times? Won't you become a family member? The start of CEO Lifestyle TV. I typically vlog. I typically do videos about business, real estate, life, travel, family, relationships, anything lifestyle that you would probably be interested in to help you up level to your next level. If you are a returning family member, CEO family member, welcome back. You know, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have really been a fascinating part of me, 50 years old, getting ready to turn 51 soon, but enjoying the lifestyle of a YouTuber. Someone asked me the other day, what do you like about YouTube? And I said, because I've met some amazing, really amazing people, and I've learned a lot. And you learn about different people and different backgrounds when you take more interest in knowing that the world is bigger than you. So thank you, CEO family members. I greatly appreciate you subscribing, liking the content, sharing the videos, and also leaving those amazing comments that I love responding to you on. I'm a little behind now, so don't pin me on that, but I'm a little behind, but I am going to catch up and respond to each and every one of you. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about things that make bad credit. So I've done a video to help you erase your bad credit, but now I'm getting ready to share with you some things that you need to know about bad credit in general and why credit repair does not work. Okay, we're going to get deep in the deets, and I'm going to share with you some things that hopefully you will take with a grain of salt. If you're about that progressive life, then you're going to take this information and you're going to utilize it, hopefully and prayerfully, to your advantage so that you can up level to your next level, and we can all be just living our best life. Okay. All right. So, you know, as always, sister girl got to put them glasses on, and look, I saw fingerprints on them, so I got to wipe it off here. But let's go ahead and get started. So when we're talking about reasons why credit repair do not work, let's first of all clarify what bad credit is. Bad credit is when you don't pay your bills, and your credit score typically, according to industry standards, is anywhere under 600, 580 and under. That's considered bad credit. Most people know they have bad credit. Okay. I know as a realtor, I'm always helping people get their credit together so that they can purchase a house, because people, let's see, how can I say this nicely? They want stuff, but they don't want to work for it. I'm just being real, telling the truth. We got to keep it real, okay? They want stuff, but they don't want to work for it. They think it's just supposed to be given to them. I'm like, what world do you live in? Not in today's world. Society expects you to work. Life expects you to work. And you got to work to get the things that you desire, so you don't have to work later on to be stressed out while you ain't got it. All right. Home ownership is an amazing thing. And not that I believe that everybody should become a homeowner. However, I believe that when you own something, you respect it. When you own something, you treat it its best. When you own something, you have confidence. And when you own something, you appreciate it. So that's what bad credit is. And like I said, most people know they have bad credit and they try to flaunt the stuff like they don't. Look, I've been doing this a long time and working with people. They tell you their credit is good or it's shaky. When people tell you it's shaky, you know it's bad. When people say, I don't know what my credit scores are, you know it's bad, because people with great credit, people with good credit, kind of know what their scores are, or they can give you a pinpoint as to what they think it is, versus I don't know what my credit looks like. I'm just being real. So let's get down to business. 6 reasons why credit repair does not work. Number 1, people expect correction or change immediately. They expect it immediately. When I'm doing my credit restoration business, that's in conjunction with my real estate business, they're like, how long is it going to take? And I'm like, really? Did you just ask me that? How long is it going to take? It took you a long time to get in debt. It don't take long to get in debt, excuse me. It don't take long to get in debt, but it takes a long time to get out of debt. I need to repeat that. It don't take long to get in debt, but it does take a long time to get out of debt, depending on what your ends look like. depending on how serious you are, depending on if you're willing to make it work. That's why credit repair don't work. People think it's a scam. Credit repair is not a scam. It's legal in all 50 states. Credit restoration is something different, and that's what we do in my agency. We teach people about their credit. We assist them with their credit. We help them improve their credit. Now, I said help, assist, okay? We don't do all this by ourselves. In order for it to work, you got to be an active participant. It's as simple as that. And as I stated earlier, some people come to you, they don't know they got bad credit. At least they say they don't. And so people want correction of their bad credit immediately. And the first thing that comes out of their mouth, credit repair does not work. Wrong answer. Yes, it does. What does not work is you're not partaking and agreeing to what is getting ready to take place, and understand that you got yourself in debt. In order to get out of debt, it's a process. It's easy to go to the store to get a credit card. It's easy to apply online to get a credit card. It's easy to get credit, but it's hard. It's hard. Once that debt has accrued, it's hard to pay it off, because most time people don't want to let go of that money. I know. I've been there. I'm speaking to you from experience. I am a person who had over 100 credit cards. Okay? Over 100 credit cards. What the heck I'm doing with all that? College student, they just gave them to you, and I took them and I used them. Okay? And I found myself in serious debt. And I promised myself, once I learned that lesson, sometimes, lessons are the biggest thing, the greatest thing to teach us. Sometimes we got to be spanked. And I was spanked with bad debt. People do not understand that correction takes time. Okay. So be mindful. Before you say something don't work, ask yourself, what have you done to make it work? Number 2, people don't know how much they owe or who they owe. Okay, I've been doing real estate for 28 years. I've been helping people become homeowners for 28 years. And in that 28-year time frame, when I ask people, again, how's your credit? And they say they don't know, who do you owe? They don't know that either. In order for credit repair, credit restoration to work, you got to know who you owe. Because if you don't know who you owe, sometimes it's on your credit report and sometimes it's not. And it can pop up like an ugly head the day that you go to apply for a loan for a home. So that's why it's important to know that if you charge something, whoever your creditor is, understand who they are. And then if you don't pay that debt, it goes to a collection agency. Now that right there is really what messes people up when it goes to that collection agency. I always make my clients aware that before it hits that collection agency, do whatever you possibly can with that creditor to get that paid off, whether it's settled or anything. Work with the creditor as much as possible, because when they sell that debt, technically it's no longer the creditor's debt. It becomes the agency that purchases that debt. They purchase the debt. Yes, they do. And they make extra money on top of you not paying what you owe. And so it's very important to keep a communication method open in order to make sure that it does not go to the collection agency. So people don't know how much they owe or who they owe. And that becomes a process and a problem when you are working to restore your credit. All right. So be mindful of that. That's number 2, why credit repair don't work. Number 3, people don't follow through as expected. I can't tell you how many times I've asked people to get documentation into me, and it's a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later. Then they say, oh, that didn't work. Well, if you had done what you were supposed to, it would work. You have to follow through in order for things to work. Therefore, if you're working with an agency or working with someone, whatever they ask from you, a professional, make sure you follow through. It's up to you. No one can help you if you're not willing to help yourself. And so follow through becomes a big issue when people are talking about whether or not credit repair or credit restoration works. It's up to you to follow through in order to make sure it goes through. Simply stated. Number 4, people have the money to get in debt, but people don't have the money to get out of it. So credit repair is not free, just like getting in debt is not free. You can go through multiple agencies to assist you with getting your credit done and all of that, but people are going to charge you because things take time. And when people like us at our agency, when we're working with our clients, we work with them from the beginning of the credit restoration process, credit repair process, until the end. So whatever your ultimate goal is, and most of the time people that are coming to us, their goal is to purchase a home. We're working with you from day one of becoming a client until you walk through that door and become a homeowner. So we don't just sign you up, send you an invoice, and say, you're on your own. Now, in our contract, we do have, you must do the things that are asked of you in order to be in compliance with the contract. And most companies, legit companies, will ask that of you as well. So if you're compliant and it's not happening, because things take time, it took time for you to get in debt, it's going to take time for you to get out. Things take time. And so in the time of the process, while we're working through all of the things that have taken place on your credit before you came to us, it's important to know that it's going to cost. So we don't charge, our company does not charge any additional due to the duration, like most of our contracts, depending on, and everybody's situation is different. So I can't give you how much one will cost versus another, but just in general, my typical clients stay with us from 3 months to a year. And all throughout that time that you're with us, we work out some things. And if you are a client who has been about your business and taking care of your business, our goal is not to put you back in the situation that you were in when you came to us. Our goal is to liberate you, to free you, as long as you are compliant with the things that we ask you to do to stay on track. And so, as I mentioned, when you send that invoice and people don't send it back, you can definitely tell who's serious about making things happen and changing their life versus someone who's just talking. And believe me, people talk a lot. They don't walk what they talk, but they talk a lot. They want things done, but don't activate to make it happen. So that's why credit repair don't work, or didn't work for you, for the simple reason you had the money to get in debt, but the process of getting out of debt, you don't have the money to pay your bills. You don't have any money to pay the person that you're hiring to help you get out of debt, or to help clarify some things on your credit to help you be free. Number 5, people listen to their friends versus the professional that's trying to help them. So, listening to friends. Now, I talk about this. Actually, I'm going to do a video on this a little later. But friends, they mean well. They mean well for the most part. You can have friends that are haters, saying, why you doing that and all that. You can definitely have those people, but friends, a real friend will push you, motivate you, encourage you, and some of them will even help you themselves. People listen to their friends and say that that's a scam or it does not work. Well, what you gonna do to help me? That's what I would say as a friend. And when we're listening to our friends, we have to make sure that our friends have either been through that experience or understand it or are educated on it. Because a lot of times, as I mentioned earlier, people just talk. Some people just talk, don't know what they're talking about. And preferably the friends that are encouraging you or discouraging you, if they don't have proof as to why it works or does not work, then again, friends hate too. So-called friends hate. Be mindful of that. That's another reason why credit repair, credit restoration does not work. The last one that I'm going to give you is a very, very important one. And this will sum up everything that I've stated. The reason why credit repair does not work is for the simple reason is that people think they can do it themselves. And I'm going to be honest with you. You can do it yourself. You honestly can repair your own credit. Pick up the phone, work with the creditors, do what you need to do, due diligence. But the reality of it is, if you were going to fix your credit, you would have done it. And that's what we run into all the time. People that said they can do it themselves, but yet never do it. And 1 year goes down the line, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, and 5 years, you're still at the same place you were when you said you were going to repair your credit. So if you don't have time, and those are the people that come to our agency, people that don't have time to repair their credits, people that don't know how to repair their credit, people that just don't understand the process. Those are the people that come to us to help them with credit restoration and credit repair. Now, we choose as a business owner, even if you own a business or whatever you do, you can choose who you want to work with. And we have a strategy that we put in place that we question our clients prior to them coming on board. What are your goals? What are your objectives? How can we help you? How are you going to help yourself? And we ask them all of that. And if it does not align with our mission of our organization, then we just choose to move forward and ask them to move forward as well. So you could do anything you want to do. You could do a lot of things. But the question is, do you understand how to do it? Are you willing to take the time that it takes to do it? Are you willing, ready, and able and prepared financially to do it? Do you understand why it needs to be done? So many reasons. But before you say something does not work, understand why it does work. And perhaps maybe it didn't work for you because you didn't do the things that were necessary in order for it to work. So that is my message for you today. If you have any questions pertaining to anything that I've stated, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I will also have links below to help you if you want to repair, restore your credit by yourself. I also have some security cards down there that you can get to help you rebuild your credit, and then a credit reporting agency that you can tie into as well that will give you all 3 credit bureau scores that will help you at least have somewhat awareness of what your scores are, so you'll know what you're working with. And if you choose to do it for yourself, kudos to you. Yay! And if you choose to hire a professional, take heed of the 6 things that I mentioned as to why credit repair, credit restoration does not work. I pray this message touches you, blesses you, and fulfills your knowledge. My name is Nichelle. I am the Startup CEO, helping you to start, market, grow, and profit in your own enterprise as the CEO of you, helping you to start that side hustle so you can make it your main hustle. Make sure you comment below, like, subscribe, and become a part of the CEO family. Blessings and peace unto you, and may everything that you touch, may it turn to gold. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.